Yep, even from the beginning, you can see that the graphical style of the game was massively improved. More sprites, more animation on sprites, generally more colorful and better looking styling. In this HD remaster, it really doesn't show up how much of a graphical improvement this sequel was. Yeah. Yep. Now we got the more or less the basic I got some basic things that original did not have diagonal. First Suikoden did not have diagonal movement. This one does, which was not that big improvement, but it was still necessary. Oh, quite good. Oh, there's mention of captain. This is some sort of military camp of youth brigades. Meaning that these are basically not even soldiers, they're basically just something like Boy Scouts of America, but perhaps a bit older. So let's just get but a bit more, you could say, more in line with regular military organization, meaning not soldiers at all. Oh, something's happening. Some sort of skirmish attack, surprise attack. That's bad. And here's... Oh, that's bad. Well, got a little bit of instructions to get away. Somebody decided to make a peace attack, and of course there's also a running option in this one. But I am running this way. Oh. Decided to run a different direction. Oh. I went into panic, ran away, and not much, because original Suikoden did not have much of a villain. This one has a villain, and not just a villain. This one has very much the villain of the... I would say that Luca Blikes is way more, as one of the most evil video gaming villains ever written. Hell, even his face art just oozes evil. There's nothing in Luca Blikes that is not irredeemably, horrifyingly evil. But of course, now we start the basic fight tutorial. Yeah, there are old-fashioned things like unite attacks, get the money. And Captain doesn't seem to be particularly pleasant. Yeah, that's suicidal. I guess there's no other chance. Yep. And as much as I can say, this game did not have any kind of graphical upgrades from the original one, except maybe added some more smoother resolution, but animation frames and all that are same as original one. So there's a false flag attack by the prince himself to slaughter some kids. Yeah, that's evil. Not even very infamously vicious Sephiroth is not that kind of a villain. Yeah, Luca Blythe is the villain of the story. But now we got some quite nice, simple, this kind of introductory sequence. But of course, because this is a Suikoden game, it can be really much guessed that this is gonna have lots of military in this game. Some of these clips are actually something like akin to a foreshadowing. And it's an interesting little change. The main character weapon main character uses is pair of tonfas. And apparently Captain Route was something that you even have a you're having some sort of dead end command as a commander of teenagers, and he most likely might, or then you either allow the false flag attack to happen on your company, on your unit, or then you're just gonna get yourself false flag attack yourself. And so, yeah, he appears quite corrupt and sleazy guy, but compared to Prince, he's way less evil, nasty. Yep, and we got already one first recurring character from the previous Suikoden. Who already is quite easy to guess who it is, but there'll be a confirmation in about few lines of dialogue. Kenji. We got ambushed, but kind of. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what kind of answers you say. Yeah, hey, look at that. Victor of the previous Suikoden has survived, and he's a mercenary, as did another one of them. Flick. Yep. The survive. Yep, the two missing persons from the previous ending, Suikoden's ending, well, they came back. And they've gone into northern areas of the city from the Toran to become mercenaries. Most likely they were already at least. Well, Flick wasn't. He was actually Toran native from Warriors Village, but Victor, he was not. He's actually. We get a little bit extra story bits about what kind of person he is. Oh yeah, so apparently I was just imprisoned, taken prisoner of war, but Victor seems to be quite rational and seems quite reasonable in that kind of sense. Most likely something that he just prefers to do some drills, get some payment, get his payment, do his drills, not have any big fights. Oh yeah, and that's a warden. Or guard. Oh yeah. Yep, a little bit more of the gameplay tutorial things, like the fact that here you can push items. Nothing really, you could say, unusual things. Visual presentation so far has been much better. But this is basically just a little bit of gameplay tutorial and exposition about setting. Yeah, the boxes have been pushed. And it's a rope. Yeah, I did the job. Well, luckily the game doesn't really care that you would have to do it like that. Oh yeah, of course I did it. Wait, they even give prisoners some food. Victor is kind of, well, sane person. Alright, so 2 pairs of boots then. Oh yeah. Well, let's say 2 pairs, of course. Of course, I might have been able to say 3 and gotten them as well and basically stashed one of them, but it really doesn't matter. Flint or flour? Oh yeah. Yep, 3. Some flint. And there's a guy with the food. Oh, got no food, got no flour. Can't make bread. Bread keeps the soldiers going. Yep. Well, there's quite trusting people around here about this prisoner's reliability thing that they might not be escaping business part. Oh, and also now the basic team gathering style. Oh, and another mercenary. One of the kobolds. In Suikoden, kobolds are something like a dog-like people. Again speaks in, you could say, third person, and another one. Yep, when they have a face art means that they are important character. I don't think well, there's a picture of the character means that they are important. So now I have some crew in my northeast. Well, yep, now it's time to leave. Yeah. Okay, sure, let's placate Kobold's ego. Well, and here's the world map. Yep, and the city was right next to here, real bad. Item store, and there's some sort of event about to happen. Volgan doesn't seem too bright. And there's already appeared to be some characters who would have some sort of importance later. And of course they would be a chance to improve your weapons, blacksmith, basic services of the Suikoden game. Well, I would say acting. Yeah, looks like Victor's mercenary group has some kind of, well, has some, yeah, things look pretty grim. And also there's this improved thing about chance to put actually equip yourself straight from the system. And of course they would be also in allowing save function to do, which is like it works like this. And it works real nicely and conveniently, and there's quite many of these as well available. So, but let's just waltz back to the mercenary fortress. Yeah. Didn't even need to fight. Well, yeah, grub, I get more grub. Thanks for the good ration. Yeah, and it's not just the lower floor of the mercenary fortress. It looks like people, which is messy. It's way bigger area. The whole fortress interior is a mess. But of course that could be kind of expected. Although the graphics never showed it, but Victor was kind of sloppy about his personal hygiene and also the fact that he was something like the size of a bear. Meaning big, and it was like a hairy and smelly. The outside doesn't have anything interesting. And even the main room has dirt in there. And there's the scribe. Doesn't say anything. But I do say that this one has had way shorter and more sedate starting for the full game, even though the main villain has already introduced. Okay, so grub. Yeah, I would guess that judging by the lunch hours, that would be something like 3 days around here. Oh, well, looks like Joey is here. And found me. Oh. Alright. So it would be time to actually now do the thing called let's bust out of here. or not. That was real fast, quickly ending up escape. Yep. Yeah. Things went badly. I guess it's time to start blabbering. So yeah, Victor is now in a sense that yep, I really wanna know what the hell is going on around here. What's the mess going on? Well, let's start blabbering. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Real efficient run escape. And village of Toto. Yeah. Actually, interestingly enough, Joey is a nobleman of birth. Because I would guess that somebody in this kind of stance would not necessarily not have a surname. They are actually, in a sense, quite a modern invention when it's a matter of naming. If I recall right, in Japan they came to be used in something like in 1800 when they with the Meiji Restoration. Before that, it was basically just a name and maybe your profession, and only the highborn like samurai and daimyo and all those, they would have surnames, but commoners basically just had a name, meaning that Genji has no surname. Joey has. As does Luca. Yep, so let's just do the escape again. Yeah, a couple of couple of mercenaries, old mercenaries. Yeah, fire is quite effective distraction. As long as you don't get burned by yourself. Fire is extremely good distraction. And this place is made of wood also. So, got out. Yep, more animation frames regarding things like climbing. Not bad at all. Yeah. Captain. Yeah, it might be kind of good idea to go back. But for that, to do that, there has to be do a trip to Ryube. Oh, and the show is something going on. There's a fire breathing, juggling, tarot reading, something like stereotypical gypsy performance things, which is much more like, you could say, Western stereotype, traveling entertainers with tarot, with knowing circus trickery and exotic things like card trickery, and even their character art has that kind of feeling with those big gaudy earrings. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bolgan doesn't seem to be particularly bright And Ailey's a knife thrower. Oh. Looks like a watermelon. Then stay still. And you can in this case ruin the show by moving and taking yourself and taking a knife to your head. It is not game over, but it changes the story. But still, let's just be paralyzed by fear. Banana. Yep, let's stay still. And she's got a good aim. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. Let's be polite. And handily enough, in Suikoden 2, you really don't need to do. You can just arrange the group right away. So, but let's just go to the blacksmith and get everybody max level, max ranked weapon, which in this game, this phase would be 2 instead of just boosting yourself up to full 5, as in would have been chance in the original one. But still, quite nothing you could say really strange. And of course, and there's not much really problem about using money to get some equipment and upgrades, because, well, thanks to the pre-order bonus, there's a big chunk of money first, and also game also gave a specific inventory bag instead of every character having to hold their own equipment. But to use medical items, you would have to actually equip them, which would take them spots from the armor items. But let's just save the game, rest and save, and end this first episode. The game is started to have the villain and the main characters have been introduced, and the basic background as well of proving war between Highland and Jobston states. See ya!